Hey, what's up, guys? Just want to talk to you real quick about something that really holds us passion and purpose-driven men back is the fear of failure, right? And it's all that stuff that, like, when you have a dream, when you have a purpose that you feel you're meant for, and you can't seem to get yourself to do what you know you need to do, regardless of all the advice out there telling us that we just got to face our fears and we got to kick our fears ass, and and all the stuff that we just got to suck it up and do it, and it doesn't get us to do it, right? We still can't seem to go after what we want. And a lot of times it's this fear of failure that's holding us back. Now, there's two reasons why fear of failure exists, right? We get it because sometimes, there was a time in our life when we had an experience of failure. We got humiliated, right? We fell on our face, right? We, just felt like, we were just, in a situation where something didn't work out, and we become so attached to that, right? And it creates a lot of fear, right? We get scared to ever put ourselves out there again and to experience that type of feeling again. So, we try to protect ourselves from it and avoid it. The other is worrying about what might happen. We get so worried about what if it doesn't work? What if this happens? What if, people criticize me and make fun of me, talk shit about me? What if I fail, right? We get worried about that. Here's what it comes down to, you guys. It comes down to something called threat, right? And this is something that nobody's telling you about. The more threat we feel, the more uncertain we become. So threat is basically, it creates uncertainty. And when you feel uncertain about something, you procrastinate, you put things off, right? You get overwhelmed where you can't seem to do the things you know you need to do. You doubt yourself. You feel anxiety and fear, right? And worry and all this kind of stuff. And so this is all caused by threat, right? So here's the biggest mistake that us guys make, is that we try to avoid, all these things that we're afraid of. And here's the problem, though. When you try to avoid something, you have to be on the lookout for it. You have to be focused on it. And the problem is that when we focus on something, we tend to get more of it, right? That's all we see. I'm out here. You could tell there's so much wildlife out here where I live, okay? If I'm worried every time I come out my door that a coyote's going to attack me, that's all I'm going to be on the lookout for. So, if there's a coyote anywhere in the area, or there's not, that's all I'm looking out for is a coyote, because it's the thing I fear. It's the thing I'm trying to avoid. And it's the same thing with fear of failure. We tend to focus on the thing that we're trying to avoid, and we get more of it because that's what we notice. But when you come from that place, it completely paralyzes you, right? You can't see the opportunities that exist. You can't even think of the things you can do to succeed, right? And if you do, you can't act on them because you're too stuck in fear. So what we've got to do, you guys, instead of trying to avoid all the things that we don't want and the things that we're afraid of, is we have to find a way to decrease the threat. And how we do that is by increasing certainty. Right? So we don't increase certainty by trying to avoid things. We don't increase certainty by focusing on all the uncertainties, the what ifs. We increase our level of certainty by coming from a place of, finding the things that we're in control of. So what are you in control of? Well, we're in control of our thoughts. We are in control of our feelings. We're in control of our actions, the things we do. We're in control of our decisions. We're in control of our focus, the things we focus on. These are all the things that we're in control of. And when we can stay in that place and operate from that place, then we've got a powerful way to increase certainty, decrease threat. And when you got that, you guys, is how you start to get yourself to do the things you already know you need to do. Right? It's not that we don't know what to do. It's not that we need to conquer fear and fight it and battle it. It's that we've got to find a way to decrease the threat, increase the certainty. And that's the way that you'll just naturally start to do the things you need to do without having to willpower it and force yourself, right? So that's it, you guys. Fear of failure right there, how to overcome it. Hope this helps. If you have any questions or future videos you'd like to see about this kind of stuff, let me know. In the meantime, have an awesome day. I'll talk to you soon.